Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Chris here. Just wanted to let you know I'm going to try something new with the channel. Looking into maybe possibly doing some TV and movie reviews, and this has been kind of the thought process all along. But something came up that really sort of sparked my interest and is right up my alley, and I wanted to jump into that and have a chance to discuss it with you guys. This is something that's near and dear to my heart. Big Star Trek fan. Anybody that knows me has known that, and I've talked to them ad nauseum about it. Seen all the shows, from the original series all the way up through Enterprise. Enterprise is still probably, for many different reasons, one of my favorite series, and I kind of felt that it got undersold. I even undersold it when it first came out. So, but I digress. 16 years later, here now we have a new Star Trek premiere, and I wanted to go ahead and get into that and discuss that a little bit. And so here's your chance. I'm not trying to do a spoiler, review on it, but there may be some things that I say that you might not want to hear. So this is your free out to click out of the video now. And now. Okay, so moving right into it. Bryan Fuller is he's the show pusher on this one. I guess he's known for things like Pushing Daisies and Dead Like Me. I've never really watched much of his stuff, but from what I hear, it's pretty alright. I will say that they did go the route with the sort of the Abrams, sort of style. They've kind of continued that and even kind of built on it, and put their own flair to it. The setting for the show is set right around the time of the Klingon Wars, about 10 years before, I guess, Kirk and Spock end up in Starfleet, give or take. They haven't really set an exact date, but everybody's just kind of going with 10 years. Basically, in the show, it's very largely female driven, and but it doesn't have that sort of arrogant stuffed shirt, kind of like stuffy feel that like Janeway had. Janeway was like kind of like a female Picard, and like while I like Voyager, I do still, and I even like Kate Mulgrew as Janeway. I do kind of feel like out of the entire show, she might have been the weakest link. Still, damn good show. It's another one that, like, whenever I was, I did the same thing with Enterprise, and I did the same thing with Voyager. When Voyager came out, I wasn't having it, but I made sure that this time around that I wasn't gonna let bad tastes in my mouth sort of skew my view of what could possibly be something cool. Because I did do that. I watched the first 2 episodes of Enterprise, and I shut that show off until it actually went off the air. I didn't start watching it till after it was off the air, and I got really into it. And now it's my favorite. And it's kind of sad that show didn't go further. But with the new show, it follows the Abrams sort of art style, and it is cool. There's so far very heavily based on the Klingons. Really awesome. Just everything about it is awesome. For the most part, and I haven't noticed anything that was like super continuity wise. I didn't notice anything that was like super like a thorn in my mind. I did notice some continuity errors with the Abrams stuff, and even though they had erased the continuity, they managed to create some new errors that they didn't even realize they put in. But I still like the Abrams movies. Did not like them for a while, but they grew on me. as far as this show goes, there is one part in the very beginning of the very first episode, literally before the credits roll, that I'm just like, Jesus, do they get any more cheesier? And when you see it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But I mean, I guess it was sort of like a poke to fanfare, sort of thing. That being said, there was some other stuff in it that really bugs me. This is a potential spoiler. The main, apparently, what's her name? She played Sasha on Walking Dead. Her main character's name is Michael, which apparently Brian Fuller likes to give his female leads male names, and that's like his shtick. Kind of like Abrams has the lens flares. I don't get it, and I don't know why, but every time somebody says her name, it just drives me up a freaking wall. And but there's the other. I guess he's the lieutenant commander. He's like the third in command. He's kind of like this alien guy, and I don't really know what his deal is all about yet. But his whole race is basically they were raised as prey. So like, it's kind of like this duality that the captain has on her ship, whereas like you have like Logic, but she's sort of more of aggressive, which is Michael Burnham character. And then you have I don't remember his name. You have the other guy who's alien. He's kind of tall and lanky, and he's really kind of bizarre looking, but he's really cool. I like him. He's always like hey, we should get the hell out of here. He's like the voice of reason. Like when you're telling them on the screen, like, hey, what are you doing, dude? There's like 35 Klingon ships that just showed up. Maybe we should get the fuck out of here. But he's like that, and everybody else is like, nope, we gotta stay. And he's like, I'm not feeling it. So I like him, and I'm interested to see how they're going to develop his character. There was there was a title. I guess they dropped four titles of the first four episodes, and the fourth one really stuck out to me. It says the butcher knife cares not for what the lamb wails, or something to that effect. Basically, like the butcher knife doesn't give a shit that the lamb's screaming, and I have a feeling that's going to be like a pretty crazy episode, which I'm excited to see. Another character that is going to be making his way. Okay, so another potential spoiler. Sarek is in the show, and Michael Burnham is apparently. I'm not going to go there, but the two are connected somehow. And it's really kind of weird to see Spock's dad, somebody play Spock's dad in the show. The guy that does it does a pretty good job. And then there's another character returning, and that is Harry Mudd. And if anybody watched the original series, they know exactly who Harry Mudd is. He's a huckster. He's a con man. He's a really interesting character. Even in the cartoon show, he was always kind of showing up. And he's just always trying to jip people out of their money and screw people over and just pretty much make a buck. And he's a real piece of work. I'm interested to see how they do his character and see how that shows up. So, anyways, the imagery in it is really great. I like the duality of the way that they cast some of the characters. I'm excited to see what they do with Harry Mudd. I'm really interested to see that. I was really turned off by the Klingons at first glance because they're the very first thing you see in the show. By the end of the second episode, I couldn't get enough. They're amazing. What they've done with them is amazing. I really like the way that they're kind of making it more spiritual. I think, Galron, when they did the last time they did like the big run with the Klingons, which was like Deep Space Nine, it was always Galron's walking around like, with his crack eyes, So I'm excited because these guys look like they mean business, and it's really cool. So that's pretty much my review. I would give the show right now, as it stands, from what I've seen in the pilot episode and the second episode, I would give it I'm going to be generous and say a 7 out of 10 right now. It has potential. It also has some things that are like, I have some drawbacks too, but I do see it having some pretty decent potential for the show. and I'd like to see where they take that. And if they do it right, it's going to be an amazing show. But it's Star Trek, so don't screw it up, please. It's already been done before. I'm a little bitter about that. But yeah, so anyways, that's my review. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy. And I may do more of these, and I may not do them so you know, off the cuff. I might not do them off the cuff at all. I basically kind of just got in front of the camera here and winged this one. So we'll see, you know, what's going on. I don't know if I'll do one of these for every episode, or I might wait a couple episodes and do one, you know. I don't know if I'll, you know, I may do other shows. I don't know. Depends on what my schedule looks like and how busy I am. And we got a lot going on as is. So anyways, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And please, if you did like this, be sure to like it and subscribe. We're definitely trying to get exposure, and we want to keep, you know, moving forward with the channel. So far, it's been going really well. So appreciate to you guys that are faithful and have subscribed and jump on our videos and watch them each week. You guys are great. So I just want to keep more of that going. And if you like what we got, just I always forget to do it too. Just please hit that like and subscribe. That'd be awesome. Thank you so much, and have a great day.